Dots, I'm Elaine, the Midnight Crafter. Tonight's video is going to be a DIY with mostly Dollar Tree items, a couple of other things which I will put down below where you can get the items that are not Dollar Tree items, and it's a little elegant chandelier. It's going to be surprising what it's put together with. I've had this in my head for a while and I'm actually putting it together. So stick around, not only for the DIY, but I'll also be announcing the winner of my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Thank you all again. You're awesome. So let's see. I'm gonna hit the subscribe button there. Speaking of subscribers, let's see if I can't get me to 3,000. I don't know. You guys are amazing. So it could happen sooner than later. Anyway, hit the subscribe. Next to it is a bell. When you hit that, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, so you will be in the know when something new comes up. I think that's about it, so let's get to it. First thing you're going to want to do is have all your tea lights prepared and ready, meaning cut off the tags and also remove any of the labels that are on the bottom. We're going to be attaching these initially using the glue gun to save a lot of frustration, and then afterwards, once we get our pieces put together, then we're going to go in behind them with the E6000 or Fix-All. So know which pieces are going to get attached and have them close by to each other and ready. The glue cools off really fast on metal, so you want to be prepared and attach them and get them into place. You're going to take the next piece and attach it, and we're going to go around. It gets a little confusing here with these wires, so be patient with yourself. So just know that one of the points that is coming up from the tea light is one of the points that will be used, just to save confusion. Match it up there so that you can find it easily, and get your glue. I'm putting a pretty generous amount to really hold it. And then hold it close and let that cool. We're going to be going all the way around and attaching each of them till we make a circle and they meet at the other end and connect. You may want to hold it there and have it ready because it does get a little confusing, as I said, so know where it's going to go. This is the hardest part. It will get easier, I promise. It's not that this is hard, it's just visually kind of confusing with all of this wire. So just one more to add on there, so it's only 5 of them. You can figure it out for 5. I have faith in you. If I can, you can. Yay, we did it, we did it. In gluing these, I just realized something. So, you know, obviously I'm not a professional here, so I just realized looking at this that 3 of these are glued on the upper pieces and 2 of them are glued on the side. I think the key is to be looking at is to make sure that your spaces down here at the inside, you have that space. Bear with it because it is really, really cute when it's done. Once you get these pieces all put together and you have your shape, however you manage to finagle that, the last thing you're going to do is take this one and we're going to set it in. It will pretty much just fall into wherever it's going to be. At that point, you're just going to look and see where those spots touch and add some glue there and get those attached. Now with this one, you can probably go ahead and do the glue gun and the E6000 so that this, at least one piece, will be secured. Now it's not a puzzle. I mean, it is a puzzle, but it's not a puzzle that will piece together perfectly. But don't worry about that, because there's so much, as I said, so much going on in here that you really won't be able to tell. Just kind of center it so that your tea light is centered in the middle of all of that. And get your glue on, and don't worry. Be happy. Okay, we are gonna, at this point, take our spoons in the packet. And if you haven't done this before, these, I thought the first time I saw someone use these that they were the full-size spoons. They're actually just the little itty-bitty ones. And what you're going to do, I put my thumb in and then just bend it back, and it will break off the spoon part from the handle part. It comes off really easily, and believe it or not, it always breaks in the same spot. You're going to need 30. While we're giving this a little bit of time to dry, we're going to actually work on the little flowers that we're going to be putting inside each of these little tea light holders. Your flower is going to look like this, and believe it or not, you will be able to fit it in here. Just wiggling, squiggling, it does actually fit around in there. To make the flowers, you're going to take your stickers, and it doesn't matter if you got the, what did I get here, the outer space stickers, or they have them in from the movie Frozen. It doesn't really matter. You can put the sticker off here to the side so that you have somewhere to work on. It'll be easy to peel off. And next thing we're going to do is take one of our spoons, the back side. You're going to use very little amount of glue, because otherwise you're going to be waiting for it to harden forever. So very little, just kind of scrape it on there. I know it's hard to tell how much or how little I have on there, but it's not very much at all. And then you're going to place it on your sticker. Hold it there for a minute, because you don't want it to flop down and flatten out. I'll show you how that looks. A little hard to see, but that's how it is. And we're going to go all the way around and glue. Okay, so once you have that part, now it's your choice. You have an option. In the beginning I had said that you could use this or this. So whatever you have available to you. This is about, I think, I would say about a 1/2 inch diameter. Same with these, and some of you have these already. If not, the link is down in the description. You're going to cut those apart so that you have just an individual one. Flip it to the back side and put on a little bit of glue. Again, it doesn't take much for this. Just make sure it's kind of spread around the outer edges without burning yourself. And then place it right in the center of your flower. And there's one flower. Now we're going to make 6 of those all together. Here are our beautiful little flowers. Okay, now scoot our little guy closer here. Finagle this in there. As I said, from the side is about the only way, and just get it in there. It's really not that hard. And only the sticker will not even be touching anywhere underneath. So look underneath and see which of the petals, or you can kind of touch and see which petals are actually touching the tea light, and that's the petals that you're going to put a little bit of glue underneath to attach them. I just put the glue directly on the very little edge here of the metal. And you got to work a little fast because these babies stick on quick. Get it centered. Put a little glue on this other side as well. Sorry, I know you can't see because it's underneath, but there we go, just securing that flower. Now we're going to go through and do that to each one and get those glued into the other tea lights. Now that we have all our cute little flowers glued in there, we're going to be using the backs of the spoons to hide some of this glue that's showing here in between these. Now for the one that doesn't have, don't worry about it. You're just going to put that in there in between and just cover. So the same thing, we're going to be gluing those all the way around. At this point, we're going to be putting on these pieces that will be holding the tea lights, the actual tea lights that light up. So we're going to be flipping our piece upside down. And as you will see, each of these has that center one is where we're going to actually be gluing the piece of our spoon. And we're going to be doing that so that it is upside down so that it will be holding our little light up tea lights out here on the edge. So for this, you're going to want to use your E6000 and your hot glue. You're going to put a little dot of glue on the center on that raised part. And then put your glue gun just above that and just below that. Flip the piece upside down and place it about halfway up. I'm going to show you just for the sake of showing you this way. But about halfway up that piece. We're going to do that all around on all 5 locations. Now that that part's done, we have all of those pieces glued on. We're going to flip our piece back upside down, I guess right side up, whichever you want to think of it as. And we're going to be yet more ends. We're going to be gluing them on each of these facing up for the moment, which will actually be facing down when our chandelier is hanging in the correct direction. So you can see that there's only 2 points that touch when it's attached. And that's where you're going to want to put your glue so that we don't overdo it on the glue. You see that? I'm actually going to go ahead and put the E6000 Fix-All glue right up on that. I think it might make it easier. And then put our glue gun here at the bottom. Then you just eliminates that guesswork. And that's what it looks like when you have all those on. To help to camouflage some of the glue from these pieces here, I'm going to actually take another piece and attach it on top. Now you got to do this carefully so we don't just add more of a glue mess. And what I'm going to do there is put a little dot of my E6000 here and a little dot of glue gun there just to help to cover that up. We're going to do that all the way around on each piece. The hardest part now is going to be waiting 24 hours for this to dry before we finish it. Okay, now that everything's dry, we're going to hang our beautiful crystals on there. And there is a link for these below as well. I got them off of Amazon. These are going to be attached. There is the point that comes down to a V, and there's the wire that goes down and attaches to where the tea light is. And we're going to actually clip this on there. Now the easiest way I found to do that is to put it on from the top. So this has a little split ring on it, and just reach in there past your flower and press that down onto that little wire that's in there going down. I actually temporarily unglued my center flower, but I'm leaving it in there just so I can more easily access this wire in here without breaking off my flower unintentionally. Now I'm just going to reattach my flower. And flip it over. And now our crystals are hanging. Now I know you don't have too good a view of this at this point, but you will when I give you the final show. We're going to be working on attaching our Tealights right now, and what I like to use for that is a command strip. If you haven't used these are awesome. I didn't really start using them until YouTube. So you split the two apart, and then what we're going to do here is attach them together. They kind of Velcro together. And we're going to be needing 5 sections because we're going to have 5 Tealights that we're going to attach. So we need this to be cut into 5 pieces. Now this little end here, the curved end, we're just going to cut that off because we don't need that. There's our 5 pieces. You peel it, and we're going to be attaching one side to our end. We're going to do that all the way around on the one that sticks out, because once we flip it over, that's where our Tealights are going to be attached. Right now you're seeing it upside down, so it's going to be like that. But once it's right side up, it will be correct. So I like to attach these so that I can still access the little button on the bottom. And probably the best spot would be right about there so that this is still accessible. So you're going to peel the bottom piece off. And center your Tealight and attach it. And again, we're going to do that all the way around. Finally, we're flipping it over. You can see our Tealights are right side up, and we're going to be attaching our chain piece. Now, I didn't mention, but I'm telling you now to know that you can purchase this separately from Dollar Tree, but I think it's a better value to just buy the hanging basket, which has this on, and you can unclip it, and then you can use the basket for another project. So you're going to find 3 different locations to attach these. And the thing with this is that you're not going to be able to find 3 equal locations because of it being 5 sections. Now, if you're a lover of crystals and bling like I am, I'm going to actually add underneath each one of my Tealights, right where the wire is, I'm going to actually be gluing on one more strand of my crystals. And because the plastic is getting glued, it actually holds really, really well. So right where everything comes together, this is so hard to see with everything, and I apologize for that, but a little dot of glue to the bottom side, and then attach in the little ring that holds the crystals. Hold that there until it cools off, and do that on each one. The last thing we're going to do is add in our pretty glass votive holder right into the center. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, my glue dots, as promised, I am going to tell you who the winner is of my 2,000 subscriber giveaway, which was going to be for, oh darn it, hang on, I'll show you what it actually ended up being for. One of these cute little tables. So it was a landslide of comments for these, or likes I should say, a landslide of likes for these little tables, and I'm so happy that everybody liked them so much. It was such a whim of an idea. So hang on, let me set them down. So anyway, let's pick our winner, and I had to figure out a way to do this because this whole thing, and in the spirit of Dollar Tree Crafts, I'm picking the winner out of this bin because flowers and garden grow, and so are you guys helping my channel grow. So let me get my husband. He's like super fair. He's going to be picking our winner out of here, just so that there's no cheating involved. He doesn't know anything really about the whole YouTube thing other than watching videos for how to repair and fix stuff that he likes to do. But anyway, hang on one sec and he'll be right out. Okay. All right, come pick. No peeking. You can't look, even though you don't know anybody. No peeking.
This is the lucky one.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Well,
and the winner is Myrna Sanchez. So Myrna, contact me within the next 24 hours and you can let me know which of the two little tables you would like and I will get it sent out to you. So congrats and thank you all, and let's carry on. My next giveaway will be at 5,000 subscribers, so keep watching and I'm sure you'll win next time.